Well, how y'all doing today? This is going to be a video of my art collection. And when I say art collection, I mean everything from solid wood, African figurines, to tourist kitsch, to stuff that you can pick up at import shops here in the States, to some things that would even be considered fine art and could be sold in galleries and might have a little bit of value. And I just have a thing for what some people call primitive art or tribal art. It's just my thing. Everything from Native American art to African art, stuff from South America, stuff from Indonesia, just all over the place. And most of the stuff I bought at garage sales, a little bit of it I bought at estate auctions. So I'll give you an example. This piece right here was made in a place called Tanzania, which is a country in East Africa. And this other figurine right next to him was made in a country called Tanganyika, which no longer exists. It existed from 1961 to 1964, and then combined with a country called Zanzibar to form Tanzania. And then some of these pieces I'm not sure where they're from. Over there, primarily East Africa. And then over here, for instance, I have a whole bunch of Ghanaian pieces. So that would be West Africa, near Nigeria. Ghanaian. And then this is actually Bali, which is near Indonesia. So, and then actually this piece right here is also Ghanaian. Like this piece right here is just a solid piece of wood and just very well made, but have no idea who made it. Just wonderful work. So, and then like this piece right here, most likely Thailand. It's an Asian elephant, and it's actually cast resin, but it's pretty intricate work. The handwork that went into that is pretty substantial. Then I've got another piece right here that also I suspect is from Thailand, Asian elephant. Then some other African wooden pieces for sure. And you know, as we go, like this piece right here was actually made in Poland in the 1970s. That would have been pre-Iron Curtain days. So how they got into Poland, I don't know. But and like this elephant piece is actually paper mache, made to look like wood, but actually pretty much kitsch. I just liked how it looked, so I bought it for a couple bucks in a garage sale. This wooden piece right here, no idea who made it. And some people might think that's grotesque. I think it's beautiful, but solid wood. Have no idea who made it or where it's from. And like this piece over here, this is most likely from Alaska. And the motifs, everything I've looked at, it's Alaskan, but I don't know which tribe in Alaska. This piece right here was made in Jamaica and says Jamaica right there. It's one of the most beautiful pieces I have, and I love it. Piece right here is made in Indonesia. And then like this piece right here is made in Bali. This is made in Hawaii. These candle holders were made in North Africa, and the reason I know that is because my father and mother were living in Libya in 1960 before Gaddafi came to power, and he was working for Brown and Root making the port. And my brother was actually born at the Seventh-day Adventist Hospital in 1960. So, Benghazi, Libya. So, and then this piece right here I got from a friend, and she said that her dad got it in Peru. Now these two pieces right here actually say Peru, and that was made in Peru also. I like this one, I love it. Awesome. And then we come over here, and this piece right here is Aboriginal art, but I have no idea what part of Australia, or just have no idea, but it's made of a gourd, and it's fabulous. Love it to death. Pretty unique. Their stuff's pretty unique looking too. And then when we get over here, this is sand art, and this piece in particular was made by a guy named Billy Joe Castillo in the late 70s and early 80s. And actually I've seen other pieces made by him that go from $100 to $200, and that's the only piece I found where I could find the artist online, and he was pretty prolific. He made a lot of stuff. These two sand art pieces right here, one's made in Taos, New Mexico, and the other one I believe is out of Albuquerque also. And then you've got kitsch, probably tourist art from South Mexico. And then over here I've got, these pieces are made in the Philippines, and they are they're a water buffalo, and they're solid pieces of tree trunk carved into these tables. There's no joiners. These are solid pieces of wood. They're very heavy, very sturdy. I love them to death, and I put some other pieces that I have over here on top of them. So, and then I've got some pieces that you would consider kitsch, like this stuff right here was actually made in China, and I liked it. I paid a couple bucks for it at a garage sale, but made in China, sold in an import shop here, probably here in the States. So it's a mix of fine art, tourist kitsch, and what appealed to me. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. And I never thought that I would quote unquote be an art guy, but I just started picking this stuff up and decorating with it, and I really loved it, and I just didn't stop. Kept going. Like these drums are the kind of stuff that you can buy at import shops here in the States, stuff in the mall and stuff like that. So one of them, I believe, actually I've seen there in one of the shops. So there you go. There is my art collection, and I hope y'all enjoyed that. This is the results of me going to garage sales. And for those of you who have watched some of my other videos, you know I collect antique arms, swords, daggers, and bayonets. I love antiques. I just love them. And then I started to collect art, and I was like, hey, I have friends who were like, man, where'd you get that? Garage sale. It's my most common answer because it's actually true. So there's my art collection, and I got to get this stuff in before it rains. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and y'all have a blessed evening, and I will talk to y'all later. Have a fine one. Bye now.